Hi, this is Anime Short and Sweet. Welcome to my channel. Today we will be covering episode 1 of the anime, Chillin' in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. The story begins with Dariel, a 30-year-old man, kneeling to Lord Bashubaza. It is soon revealed Dariel cannot do any magic. After Granverza is relieved of his duty as captain, Dariel does not perform well enough to serve as the assistant of the 4 Demon Kings anymore and is ultimately terminated in the end, not only from the role of assistant but from the whole Demon King's army. Dariel reveals demons have always had conflict with one another, the only difference between the two is humans not being able to do magic, leaving him no choice but to leave. Dariel from a young age has yet to cast any magic, even though he is from demons himself. After leaving the demon's army, he wanders off into the forest unsure of where to go. After seeing a lady being chased by a monster, he attempts to save her, blocking the monster's attack. He knows he doesn't have enough strength to fight, however, sticking to the soldier's code, he is determined to save this woman. Dariel tries to use blunt force but is knocked back. Unsure of what to do, he picks up the woman's knife and proceeds to pierce the heart of the monster, saving the woman. Wanting to show him gratitude for saving her, the woman takes him to her village known as Lox, where he meets the girl's family. In an attempt to not be discovered as a demon, he explains his situation on how he just got fired, letting the family know he is a hobo. Distraught about how this could happen to a nice person who saved someone they didn't even know, the maiden says he is welcome to stay in this village as they got spare bedrooms. Her father says this is fine as their village has a low population and would be nice to have a new face around who can help defeat monsters for the village. Dariel agrees to stay with the family for the time being and is brought a warm meal. During the night he gets visited by Marika, explaining she is usually the one tending to people and is appreciative that he could do the same for her. The following morning we are greeted by Marika's father, who is the guild master of this village. He thinks he is talented in fighting and wishes him to do some adventurous jobs. As an adventurer you get to defeat monsters and gather items. In his time assisting the Demon King's army he has met and saw some of the adventurers meet their demise. Dariel asks the father for another job instead, but is denied as he is healthy and fit enough to be an adventurer. Dariel tries his best to avoid becoming an adventurer by faking injuries. However, Marika sees that as a sign to help him complete the form, ultimately making him become an adventurer. Next begins the training of becoming an adventurer. Marika's father begins to explain there are 4 auras: slash, sting, hit, and block. The type of weapon you use depends on the stats you are proficient in, as the weapon has to be compatible with the aura. The test goes on and Dariel is proficient in all skills. Father says having 2 types is rare, but it has yet to be seen a master of all auras. Father mentions that with all the auras Dariel has, he can be one of the best adventurers and do many great things, but Dariel refuses his offer and chooses to stay in their village. After hearing of Dariel's first adventure, Gashida becomes very determined to redeem himself as this village's best adventurer. Gashida takes the monster-slaying job and leaves Dariel questing for gathering herbs. Marika and Dariel go together to collect some herbs. She gives some tips to Dariel and shows him how to find some hidden herbs under trees. It is shown Marika has abnormal strength and could have easily killed the monster that was chasing after her, but her fear of combat holds her back. As Dariel notices a deer, Marika begins to prepare herself to hunt. However, when they begin to attack, it dashes behind them to fight the ant Gashida is supposed to be hunting. Once they bring back the deer and ant, Dariel and Marika begin to receive praise from the rest of the villagers, pissing Gashida off. The following morning passes. Dariel gets a new quest but is warned to be cautious as there is a blaze death scythe around the village only C ranks and higher can defeat. For caution Marika prepares medicine for Dariel's first adventure alone. Just as he leaves to go to the forest, Dariel sees the landscape and ruins of what looks like a huge monster. We watch as Gashida runs away from the blaze death scythe. The blaze death scythe screams out after Gashida's 2 arrows fall off his armored body. It takes Dariel all his skills to defeat and save Gashida from harm. Dariel tends to Gashida's wounds. In doing so, he earns Gashida's respect for saving him from the monster and the poison that remained in his body. The leader of the Demon King's army, Lord Bashubaza, continues the search for a new assistant as everyone after Dariel has been incompetent. One of the 4 Demon Kings known as Doroi suggests that removing Dariel was a bad idea and they should just hire him back as he was a great assistant who not only cared but executed his job well. As Doroi speaks we see Lord Bashubaza having a temper tantrum, saying they don't need him or to even speak of his name again. Thanks for watching, Anime Short and Sweet. If you enjoyed this video make sure you subscribe down below. See you next time.